We've all heard about people living off-grid, and to me that conjures up images of people living in cabins in the woods, or maybe a static caravan or something like that. But what does it mean, for example, to cook a meal off-grid electrically in a normal, standard domestic situation? Well, that's what I'm going to try and do today, or rather that's what I'm actually going to do today, because I've done it before so I know it works. But for this purposes of this video, I shall demonstrate how I often cook kung po chicken. To cook the kung po chicken, I'm going to be using this microwave to cook the kung po sauce, which I'll then thicken with some corn flour and water. It's an 800 watt microwave, but it takes 1200 watts to actually run it. I'm also going to be cooking on the hob of my cooker some vegetables, which I have very temporarily connected the cooker also to the inverter. You couldn't run it continuously like that, but it's just so I can use one ring on the hob, which takes about 1600 watts, I think. The little rice cooker, 400 watts. And this little countertop fan oven air fryer takes 2000 watts. In it I've got some onion rings and seasoned and oiled chicken. During the cooking process, the oil will drip off of the seasoned chicken onto the onion rings and add some flavour. Okay, we'll start with the rice cooker because it takes the longest. So let's switch it onto full power, shut the lid. Takes about 20 minutes in total to cook. So I'll also start the kung po sauce cooking. So that's 1200 watts and 400 watts the rice cooker, and about 1600 watts on the inverter. About 10 minutes in, the kung po sauce is thickened and cooked out, so we'll just leave it to sit. The rice is starting to boil, so steam coming out the top, and it's now time to switch on the chicken and the onion rings. They need about 10 minutes. And put the light on so you can see what's happening, which is not very much at the moment. The rice is still cooking, and the chicken and onion rings are coming along quite nicely. So we've got 2000 watts on the little fan oven and 400 watts on the rice cooker. The rice is just switched off onto the keep warm setting, so what I'll actually do is just switch it off completely and let it sit until the chicken is cooked. Well, that's the chicken and the onion rings cooked, the rice cooked, so I'll let them sit and rest while I quickly bring the vegetables up to the boil. I'll also use that to heat the plates. Once it's up to the boil, I'll switch it down to position 7. Draws about 1000 watts at that, so we'll let them simmer and cook. And I'll quickly reheat the sauce. It's now cooked, sauce is hot. Vegetables are cooked, plates are warmed, rice is cooked, onion rings and chicken are cooked, so let's serve it. There we go, kung po chicken in 20 minutes using 2500 watts, cooked from a battery powered inverter. Well, I hope you found that informative, interesting, or at the very least entertaining. We're going to go and enjoy some kung po chicken. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Thank you very much for watching.